Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about if and else statements. In this tutorial, we will learn if statements with the help of examples. Python supports the usual logical conditions from mathematics. That is equals, not equals, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. These conditions can be used in several ways, most commonly in if statements and loops. And if statement is written by using the if keyword. If statement is written by using the if keyword. Now we'll get into an example. Like on the screen you can see it, a is equal to 33, b is equal to 200. If a is greater than, sorry, if b is greater than a, then print b is greater than a. Now we'll check in this in the code. Let's see what will happen in the code. Right, here it is. If a is equal to 33, b is equal to 200, if a is greater than b is greater than a, then print b is greater than a. Now execute this code and you can see it here. Now we'll try with another example. A is equal to 6. If a is equal to 5, then print true, else print false. Now we should get an answer of false. We got it. Now we'll change the value of a to 5 and we'll execute the code and see what the results will have. We have the result as a true because a is equal to 5, and we have passing the if condition as a is equal to 5. We'll get on to second. Right here, if condition. This is the if statement. I'm sure everyone knows about this if condition. Anyway, I will give you a explanation on this. The if statement is used to test a particular condition, and if the condition is true, it executes a block of code known as if block. The condition of if statement can be any valid logical expression which can be either evaluated to true or false. Now you can see on the screen, and I'm sure you got it. Now we'll check out with the expression, if statement expression. Syntax: if expression colon, and in the next line we will write a statement. Now here on the screen you can see the check the second line. If num, if after if is an expression and we have given the colon, then we have a statement. What is the statement? Print number is even. Right, now we'll check this in our code and see what will happen. If here we have it, if num is equal to int input, enter the numbers. If num %2 is equal to 0, then print the number is even. Now execute the code. We'll see. I'm giving enter the number 11. I'll enter number 5. What is that? Y. Let's try it. 12. Number is even. If number is equal to 0, then it is even, or else it won't display any message. Right, you got it here. Now here we have write a program to print the largest of the three numbers. Now we'll write a program to find out the largest of the three numbers. So now we'll get into this code. Here you check out this code. A is equal to int input, enter A. B is equal to int input, enter B. C is equal to int input, enter C. If A is greater than B and A is greater than C, then print A is greatest. If B is greater than A and B is greater than C, print B is largest. If C is greater than A and C is greater than B, then print C is largest. Now I'll give the A value as a bigger one, so I'll give 22 for A, and for B I'll give 20, and C I'll give 10. It should print A is largest. Right, we got it. I will check one more time. I'll give the C value as a bigger one. A is 22, B is 19, C is 30. It should print C is largest. Right, hope you guys understood this. I'm sure it's not that tough to understand. It's easy just to try to learn the logics rather than getting into the code. Now, if else statement. The if else statement provides an else block combined with the if statement, which is executed in the false case of the condition. Right. In if condition, we don't have this else block, but in if else, we have a else block, that too in false condition. If the condition is false, then the else block will be executed. If the condition is true, then the if block is executed. Otherwise, the else block is executed. And the syntax of if else statement is if condition, then we have a block of statements. Else, we have another block of statements. Else block, that is called else block. Now, program to check whether a person is eligible to vote or not. Let's check this, try this in our code, and I'm sure you will understand the if else statement by this. Now, age is equal to int input, enter your age. If age is greater than or equal to 18, then print you are eligible to vote. If a person is equal to or greater than 18, then that person is eligible to vote. Else, print sorry, you're not eligible. Sorry, you have to wait. Something. Now we'll execute the code. Oh, enter your age. Age is, well, enter 19. You're eligible to vote. Let's try one more time. 17. Sorry. No. Let's try with 17.9. 17.9. So right now it's not accepting the digits, decimals. So when the age is below 18, is getting into else statement. If the age is equal to or greater than 18, it will be in an if statement. If statement is true, then that statement will execute. If the if statement is false, then it will move to else and execute the else statement. That is, hope is clear. All right. Now we'll try with another code, another example program to check whether a number is even or odd. Let's try with that. Number, one second. Right. This is the next step. Num is equal to int Input, enter the number. Right. Now, if num percentage true equal to 0, then print number is even. Number is even. Now, else if that is not even, then print number is odd. Odd, right? Let's execute number 3. This is an odd because 3 is an odd number. Now let's try with different number, different even number. Let's enter 6. Number is an even. How simple is this? So if you try this code in other programming language, it's gonna take many more lines than what you're seeing on the screen. Like on the screen, you can see just in 5 lines, the code has been executed. On the top one example, this is also 5-line code, and we have done. How simple it is, Python. All right, let's move on. Elif, elif statement, elif. This is somewhat different. Check on the screen the first condition. If the condition passes, it goes to the statement 1, then move to next statement. If the condition fails, it moves to condition 2 and the statement 2, then to next statement. If the condition fails, then it will move to next condition. It goes on like that. The elif statement enables us to check multiple conditions and execute the specific block of statements depending upon the true condition among them. We can have any number of elif statements in our program depending upon our need. However, using elif is optional. The elif statement works like an if-else if ladder statement in C. If you guys have done C, if you have knowledge of the C, you might understand if else if ladder statement. It must be succeeded by an if statement. Right. Elif statement syntax. If expression 1, then block of statement. Elif expression 2, then block of statement. Elif expression 3, then block of statement. Else, then block of statement. This is the way how it will work. So let's try the example of Elif. Okay, I'll go back to code, Python code, and see example. Elif statement, else if statement, right? Var is equal to 45. Like on the first line, I have given the hash. Hash sign means it's a comment. The Python recognize that it's as a comment. It won't execute as a code. If var is less than 200 and var is greater than 50. If var is lesser than 20, sorry, it's 20, should be 200, and then print expression is less than 200. Okay. If var if var equal to 150, then print expression is 150. Right. Now from here, no, focus on it. L if var equal to 100, print expression is less than 100. Elif var equal to 50, then print expression is less than 50. These are our expression elif, right? If you want, we can add else statement as well. But here, this is the last line which equal to expression is less 50. Sorry, I put expression is less 50. Expression is less 50 and less than 200. Now we'll enter the last L elif statement. So remember one thing, the elif statement whenever you are using it for a last time in our code, then you have to start from the beginning of the line where if statement has started. Here elif var is less than 50, then print expression is less than 50. Now let's try the executing. Expression is less than 50, right? We have already given 45. So if I give 55, let's see what will happen. Expression is less than 200. If I give 50, then what will happen? 50, 100 will give 100. Expression is less than 200. So gone through this. An expression is less than 100. Expression is less than 100. Expression is less 100. Right. Now we'll try one more example and see how it goes. What is this smart type now? If the number is positive, we print an appropriate message. We go with this. If the number is positive, we print an appropriate message. This is our program. Num is equal to 3. Right. If num is greater than 0, then print num comma is a positive number. Right. What we are doing in this print statement is we are taking that number, whatever number has been printed in the first second line, that number will display comma, then is a positive number. We'll get that in our output. And next we'll print this is always printed. Right. Let's execute this and see. So see, we have 3 is a positive number, 3 got it here, and is a positive number. This is always printed here. I'll move on to further code where num is equal to minus 1. If num is greater than 0, num is greater than 0, print print num comma is a positive number. Now print this is also always printed something. Now see, you can check on the output what the output 3 is a positive number, we got it from the first line of code. This is always printed, we got it from the second line of code. This is also always printed from this last line of the code. Right, hope you guys understood what if statement, if else statement, elif statement is. Now we'll move on to nested if statement. Nested statement. Now, nested statement, we'll get into an example. In this program, we'll input a number, check if the number is positive or negative or zero, and display an appropriate message. This time we use nested if statement, right? Right, this is an example. I'll show you one thing in this, right? Just now I have typed example. Just on the top, instead of code, select heading and press 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or click OK. It will be in that way. And press shift and enter. That will be displayed like that. If you want to use as a header, right? If you want to use change it to code, you can change it to code from the top end, right? Now, in this program, we input a number, check if the number is positive or negative or zero, and display an right message. This is our code. Now, write the code. Num is equal to float. Use the float input, enter a number. If num is greater than or equal to 0, then if nested num equal to 0, print 0. This is what you have to print. Else, if it is not 0, then we have to use else. Else, print positive number. Right. Now, we have used this else for this if statement. Now we have to use the else for this if statement. For that, we have to code it back right from here. Else colon print, then it will be negative number. This is our code. Now let's execute the code. Enter a number. So I'll enter 0. Let's see. It's 0. Now I'll execute the code again. I'll enter 5 and see it's a positive number. Execute minus 5. It's a negative number. Right. Hope you guys enjoyed this session. If you have any queries, any doubts, feel free to email me. So hope to see you in next session. Take care. Practice well.